This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
Welcome to Wandering Grey Bruce. I'm Krista McKee, and my co-pilot again today is Rhonda Brown.
Yay!
Yay.
She asked me back. Yay! I do like a good trip.
There we go. In the car.
In the car.
Yeah, in the car.
Yeah, yes.
Of course.
I've had a lot of other trips too, and they're not fun.
Sometimes, yes, exactly. Today we are heading towards Saugeen, or Reserve, but actually more so the Southampton area. So we're just driving in now, and we thought we would stop at the amphitheater, but Rhonda, my co-pilot here, has pulled out the map.
The trusty Grey Bruce map. Oh, and we're having a hoot because we're laughing about me letting go of the map and it going on the people behind us. The Grey Bruce map that is all over the place. I'm sure lots of people have seen it, but boy, it's a beautiful map.
It is. We have made reference to this map quite a few times.
Yes.
And the funny part is, even though we live here, I cannot get over how many roads we have not been on.
Yeah.
Because we live here, we're always in a hurry, right? We're
always
trying to get from point A to point B, and
perhaps running a wee bit late.
A little bit late, yes. But we never take the time out to stop and investigate and explore some areas that are in our backyard.
Yes.
So yeah, we've got the map out, and because we're heading over to Southampton, some interesting conversation was the Saugeen River, and Rhonda has canoed it before, but we didn't realize that the Saugeen River started in Dundalk.
Yeah.
We're in Southampton.
We're in Southampton, for goodness sake.
We are.
And I was saying, you know, I know when I did paddle it, we went through Paisley because we stopped and went to that nice Back Eddies for good coffee.
Oh, nice.
Yes, Back Eddies has fabulous coffee. I'm sure they still do. So I was looking to see, okay, well, where's Paisley on here? And you can't really see on this map where the river starts in Dundalk. So we need to get maybe look at a different map for that. But boy, that's a long distance for the river, and it says in the information that we got here that 3 days to paddle from the start to finish.
Start to finish.
Gosh, you know, that's a bit more of a paddle than what I'm willing to do. But don't know about you, Krista, but
yeah. Well, and you would have to pack in and pack out, right?
Yes. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
Which is pretty standard these days. I think a lot of people are very conscientious of that.
Oh yes, definitely. Now we have just driven.
Our first destination is back there.
Is back there, but it's closed.
Okay, closed to the public.
The gates are up, and I believe they're still working on the amphitheater. There is a group of dry masons that have been refurbishing the amphitheater itself. Yeah. I thought we could get in, but unfortunately we can't. It doesn't look as if we can get in. So we'll move along to our next stop. But
okay. And our next stop is in Southampton?
We're going to stop in Southampton.
Ooh,
I know.
I happen to know that there is a bakery that does have butter tarts.
Oh my gosh.
Imagine that. I mean, it's got to be butter tart time somewhere.
Somewhere, exactly.
Somewhere.
5 o'clock somewhere,
yes.
So we can have a butter tart for sure. But there's also a couple other interesting things in Southampton. I did not know that there is a lake in the center of Southampton. So whether I've been sleeping underneath a rock, I apologize for me not knowing, but
oh gosh,
Fairy Lake,
there's a lot to know.
Fairy Lake is in the middle of Southampton and has a wonderful hiking trail around it. There's quite a bit of information that we looked up on the internet before we headed out. But it's right behind the museum.
Yeah.
So we'll head to the museum. My co-pilot is going to tell me what street to turn onto because, as I mentioned before, whenever Glenn and I go on a road trip, it's always from point A to point B, and we don't usually venture off the trail.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And yet his motto is to stay off the gut.
I know.
Yeah.
Being a motorcyclist, yes.
Yeah.
But usually they're the paved county roads that we travel, and not the main King's Highway, as a rule.
Yeah.
As a rule.
And you sure do find lots of really neat little places when you do that.
I better pay attention to what I'm doing here.
Yes.
Get in the right gear. Yes. So we're just going to be traveling over top of the Saugeen River, which, sorry, I kind of cut that conversation.
Oh no, that's okay.
Getting past the amphitheater.
Now they've changed the name of the bridge, and I am not going to try to pronounce it, but it's a local name.
Yes.
Historical.
And it had a dedication not that long ago. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Now we're just going past the boat that you take. Now, do I turn onto this road? No.
I don't know for the museum, but I know for Fairy Lake we want to go to the lights.
The next one, okay.
Yeah.
And we got to share the road here.
I love her skirt. Got a cyclist in front of us.
Yeah, there we go. The trip to Chantry Island, we just went past the harbor, and I did not realize that they totally shut down their operation for 2020 because of COVID.
Oh gosh.
I know, I didn't realize that. I was
Yeah.
thinking that we could do a stop in there, because that is a really neat spot, and they have a really cool park right at the shore there as well. So there's another spot if you wanted to do a quick picnic. Do I turn left here?
Yes, you do. Sorry.
Okay.
Yep. And being it's a Saturday and it's hopping, lots of people are out and about and enjoying the sunshine and the nice weather, and Southampton, the downtown here is pretty awesome.
It is.
Really
I love
like
the angle parking.
Yeah.
That is so
Yes,
unique.
No parallel parking.
I know.
A lot of people are very freaked out by that. You know, I
Well,
have a friend actually.
do you?
We're going to do some lessons, but yeah, the angle is awesome. There's one of my favorite places here,
Oh, which is that?
Southampton Olive Oil.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Love their store, their shop, everything that's in there. Quite delicious. The olive oils, different flavors, and then the vinaigrettes, flavored
Nice.
vinaigrettes as well. Yep.
Nice.
And I think the last time I was there, they had some of the, what's the store in Wyerton, the confectioners, Northern Confections.
Oh, do they sell their product for
They
them?
do, and it was
Oh, nice.
chocolate, mint, with sea salt maybe. All I know is it was fantastic. Yeah.
Wow. Now, what do you pair that with, I wonder?
I didn't really pair that with anything.
Oh, you just...
I'm okay with just straight chocolate. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Oh, now
on
they're-
occasion.
The bakery.
The offshore
Oh, my
bakery
gosh.
is right here. Yeah.
We would stop, but there, oh my word, there is a
Wow.
lineup
There's a
across
lineup.
the front and down the side of the
Yes, so
bakery.
we might have to do
waiting
that
to get
later.
in. Oh
Yeah.
my word. Okay.
So the museum
Fairy
is to
Lake.
the left.
Okay.
Fairy Lake is right forward.
Oh.
Straight forward. Yes, straight ahead.
So where?
We
oh,
can access right from here.
right
but
from
we'll
here?
have to park
Okay.
somewhere.
Can we get in here?
I don't know.
Well. Oh, we can't go down
Somebody
there.
was kind enough to say, "Don't go down there."
We can't go down there. Okay.
They know that we're with Rogers. We can do whatever we want.
So
Can't
now-
we?
Oops, a daisy. We're on the
That's
wrong side of the
okay.
road. So we found a great parking spot at Fairy Lake over by the museum.
Yes.
Once I finally got my directions sorted out there.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah,
no
we
problem.
kind of got kicked out of the. We were gonna go down the pathway, and we got some notification that no, don't go down there.
No,
Which is good. At least people let you know. They don't just let you flounder around.
exactly. Yeah.
Speaking of flounder, the carp.
The carp, oh my gosh, you've got to bring your kids. Definitely, I would say that's a #1 thing. That's the coolest thing that we have found so far for entertainment. The carp. Bring some food and feed the fish that are there.
Yeah, the kids love that stuff, and they're impressed. They're huge.
They're massive. I would say they're 20 pounds.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
now
very
we were
huge.
saying too, we don't know if you can actually fish in Fairy Lake. You're going to want to research that before you just go ahead and do it. You don't want to get in trouble or anything like that. But boy, fishing for carp is a lot of fun with kids too.
Oh, it is. And the snapping turtle. There was quite a few snapping turtles. So there was one that actually came right up to the wall of the rock, and the people that were there were feeding the snapping turtle. And when you looked out onto the lake, you could see the heads of other snapping turtles watching.
Yeah.
Just amazing.
Pretty neat to be able to see them right in your local little city, like a place like Southampton where there's so much to do. On top of that,
exactly.
We were saying before, there's so many places, parks within our little cities and communities. You don't have to go to a big place like what is it, Central Park in New York to have pretty neat experience.
Or Toronto, which I don't think I'd want to go there right now anyway. No,
definitely not.
But it's something that you could do with your family on an outing, and there was a privy there.
Oh, excellent.
And those are kind of few and far between right now with COVID.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. But the trail system, that is really neat. I got to talk about the trail system that goes around Fairy Lake. Simply, it's just a really nice spot. It's not a huge trail. I think you could do strollers, but there is a pathway there. I think that was, you would have to.
Yeah, it's like half a mile or 0.6 of a kilometer, which is not too taxing. There's no hills. It's not like a big hike or anything.
Yeah.
The kids will enjoy that.
It is, and it would just be a nice afternoon because it's not a huge walk, and there is a pavilion there.
Yep.
So you could have a picnic.
Yep.
Definitely, and there's no cost involved, which is really nice.
Yeah. Finding things to do in our community that don't cost anything. That's one of the big blessings.
Exactly.
And it was home to a steam mill, distillery, and tannery. I think you just don't know these things.
Oh, really? Now that I didn't know.
Yep.
So there's a lot of historical significance with Fairy Lake.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, worth the drive to Southampton, even if you only do Fairy Lake, not to mention the museum and everything else. And I think we're going to do a little bit of more of a tour, too, after this.
Excellent.
Okay.
For Sir George Etienne Cartier, the work of uniting Canada was as vast as the country itself. First, he won over Quebec.
Union is the only way forward.
No, Monsieur Cartier. Confederation will cost French Canadians their nationality.
Monsieur, together we will form a political nationality independent of our origins.
Diversity will be Canada's strength.
Then he fought for Manitoba.
The Northwest has formed a government under Louis Riel. We will not join Confederation unless our rights are respected.
So you want a new province? Then you'll have it. There will be a place for your people in Canada.
He envisioned a country from Atlantic to Pacific.
British Columbia won't even think of joining Canada without a wagon road through the Rockies.
Ask for a railway. We are building a country, after all.
Bold as a lion, Confederation could not have happened but for him. Du Canada, son pays, ses amours.
What kind of show do you want to see on Rogers TV? What interests you? Log on to rogerstv.com, fill out a show proposal, and tell us about your segment idea. We want to know what you want to see. Rogers TV, only on Rogers.
You're invited to join us on the couch, first Tuesday of the month for the 5th anniversary season of your loved local LGBTQ talk show.
So my co-pilot is going to take me down High Street
Yes, High Street down in Southampton. If you haven't been down here, you got to check it out. It's a bustling spot when the weather's nice, but there's so many nice things down this road. We've got Roberto's Pizzeria, which I haven't had personally. I've heard it's fantastic. We've got the Offshore Bakery, which still has a lineup, which just tells us that it is really tasty stuff.
I've heard their apple fritters are to die for.
Yeah, I'm going to have to try that. I'm going to have to try that. I love apple fritters. And we've got the real church bells going down here at the Gallery School gift shop, Southampton Art. So there's galleries down here. There's restaurants and shops. One of the really great shops that I've really enjoyed, we were talking about that a little bit earlier, is the Southampton Olive Oil Company.
Yes.
And family owned for 15 years. Since 2015, not 15 years. Lovely people, lovely shop. A lot of really neat things in there that you can get for gifts on top of the really delicious different kinds of olive oil. And we were talking earlier about fused and infused olive oils.
And I'm confused. I know nothing about olive oil. I go into the grocery stores, which probably I should be coming here to Southampton to get educated, because I've heard just rave reviews about them. But I'm confused. There's just so many different things to choose from, and I do need to get educated.
Yes, and they are the people to go to for that. And they'll one of the big things is the best way to store your olive oil. And they say, unlike wine, olive oil does not improve with age, unlike us either.
Oh,
we do. Enemies of olive oil's longevity are light, heat, oxygen, and time. So those are the things you want to avoid with your olive oil.
Wow, light.
Good things to know. Yeah, you want to keep it in the
dark place.
Oh, and I keep mine on the counter right beside my stove. That's not smart.
That's not smart.
I should know these things.
Didn't know that.
At the very end of this road, we've got the beautiful, beautiful view of the water, the beach.
Check out the flag. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
That's awesome.
It's huge.
Yeah.
And
you can see that from miles.
The beach and the umbrellas is there's quite a few of them.
Yeah, it's a busy
which is
day
good,
today.
And it's a hot day today. Yeah.
Well, and there's fish chip stands down here that make fabulous chips.
Oh, now see, I've never ventured. I'm not a.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, I'm. I like. Yeah, it is food, but to go fishing, no. But to buy fish and chips, I can do that. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
It's there's the boardwalk that goes along for miles along the beach, so if you don't want the sand, you don't have to have it. But then up here again, we've got Walker House.
Oh, I've heard great reviews about Walker House as well.
I've eaten there a few times, and it was always really, really great. And they just renovated the premises. So
very nice.
Worth coming in to see.
Very nice.
There's also fish and chips across the road. And I can't say that I've eaten there. I think it's called Duffy's. But I have had rave reviews from friends, so it's one of the ones that I need to get to.
Right, so it's a great place to come to, and I didn't go through a stop sign. Nope.
We're good. No red lights. No red lights.
No red lights. Bring your family here, spend the day.
Oh gosh, yeah. Ice cream shops, Sisters Upon Huron.
Oh yes, that is a cool spot. I have to say that I have been there, and I was impressed how everything was categorized by color on the hangers in different sections. Really easy and nice to pick out outfits.
Yep.
I should do that in my closet.
You know,
life would be much easier, I think.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Color coordinate yourself. It is. And this is also home to, is it Thorncrest Outfitters?
Oh, yes.
So we were saying, if you wanted to do the paddles down Saugeen River, this is the perfect place. And so, especially if you're not quite sure of what you're doing, where you're going, and that sort of thing.
Well, and what equipment you're supposed to use, right? Because that's always a big thing.
It is. It's huge.
Yeah.
And then once you conquer that fear and the unknown.
Yes. And I like the idea of someone dropping you off and then picking you back up.
Yes.
Just in case something happened and you're not where you're supposed to be, then you've got that backup
show up at the pickup spot.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, and that way, even if you're only one person you want to paddle, there's nothing wrong with that, but this way you don't have to have the two vehicles, which can be, you know, that kind of limits people.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
I was doing a little bit of research too, and if you're into Airbnb, there are some really interesting spots around here, and one of them included a tiny home that you could do your Airbnb in. To experience it and see what it's like.
To live in a tiny home.
Yes.
It would be
and then
tiny.
You could actually buy it. I know.
Oh, really?
Yes,
So
they sell them as well. Yeah, so it's worth checking out. I'm definitely going to look into that.
Southampton Market. Now, have you been there?
Market. I have never.
Oh, I have. And I like finishing furniture. That's one of my little things that I like to do. Yeah, and they've got some really cool stuff in there, Mennonite made, that you can redo yourself or do yourself. You're not redoing it because it's still in its natural state. But they have tons of furniture there and all sorts of little gadgets. And I have to admit, I did cheat. I looked it up online, and it's over 100,000 square feet, which equals 2 acres of shopping.
Oh my gosh.
At the Southampton Market.
Wow, and it's all indoors.
All indoors.
If you're walking that, you're getting your exercise.
Yeah, you would be. But it's another.
Check that out.
Yeah.
Do they have food vendors in there?
I don't remember seeing food when I was in there last.
Okay.
No, but you could do.
House.
Yeah. So they could plan their day just like what we have today, and you could come for lunch and then feed the fish. Do a bit of shopping on High Street. Yes. And the butterfly gardens are here.
Yes, that's what we were just going to say.
Yes.
The butterfly and the Saugeen Shores bike trail. If you bring your bicycle with you.
Yeah. Or you can walk.
Can do that.
You don't necessarily have to bike. Yeah, if you don't have a bicycle.
It is quite lovely. I've actually done part of that trail, and it's beautiful. There's the rail trail as well as the Saugeen Shores bike trail. Part of it's closed right now. We've got high water.
Oh, that's right.
Everywhere. Yeah,
I read that in the paper. Yeah,
you might want to do a little bit of research before you head out on the road. Same as anything. And then the Great Lake Waterfront Trail, and it is actually around southwestern Ontario. It's way more than just a day's outing, but it covers Lake Erie, Lake Ontario, Lake Huron, and Georgian Bay.
Yeah,
Goodness.
You got to hit that website. Absolutely amazing. The trail's already mapped out for you. You could spend the whole summer just biking that trail system, but you can catch it. It links everything together.
Wow.
Yeah, it's an absolute amazing find that I've come across. And once you've looked it up, you'll notice the signs. There's signs up everywhere about the Great Lakes Trail.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And you're right. Once you know about it, you zone into that.
Then you zone into it.
Yeah.
Now,
this would be, I have no idea what crop, but we are just outside of Highberry Farm.
Highberry Farm, exactly.
Farm. And there's a winery that way.
Oh, I missed that sign.
Yeah, there's a golf course that way. And then here's Highberry. We're in between Southampton and Port Elgin. And if you haven't been to Highberry, I do highly recommend it. The vegetables and the produce that they have coming out of here is delicious. Yeah, it's always really good. That looks like dill, doesn't it?
Asparagus. It's all right. It's asparagus.
My green thumb is really working today. Oh my Lord.
So they have asparagus. Highberry has asparagus, which is an awesome thing. Oops, here we go.
They do strawberries. They do, and I think they do have baked goods as well. New potatoes, beans, cucumbers, raspberries. You know, it is a great place to come and visit. And the parking lot is very busy right now because the garden is in high production mode right now.
It is.
And we are here because we're going to, since we're here, we're going to stop in and I've got to get some corn on the cob.
I know. The first feed of corn is always the best.
Yeah.
Peaches and cream.
Oh, yeah. I completely missed the strawberry season. The strawberries here are incredible. every year. I usually come over and get some, but I don't know what I was thinking this year, but I did miss out. So this year, or next year, so I'm not going to miss out on the corn, that's for sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
This looks absolutely wonderful. Oh, there is corn. Look at people are picking their own corn.
Yeah.
Out of bins. Out of bins.
Oh,
They're
yes.
not out in the field.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
What a great day.
Fabulous.
Boy, this area has so much to do. Oh, and something I wanted to say too, over Port Elgin Way is McGregor Point.
Oh,
it's a campground, but if you haven't experienced the chickadees over there.
Oh, no, I haven't.
Yeah. Well, I've taken the kids several times, actually. You walk through the pathways. You don't even have to go far on the pathway. You put your hands out with, we always use black oil sunflower seeds.
Right.
All of a sudden, you'll hear this swooshing, and it's their wings, and they descend on your group, and they sit on your hands, your head, your shoulders, your shirt. They're just everywhere, and the kids go insane.
They would love it. Oh my!
It is so magical. Like
wow.
You just, if you haven't experienced that, even without kids,
right?
It's magical.
And they'll have tons of trails there as well that you could probably.
Lovely trails. Yeah. And I believe in the wintertime they have an outdoor skating rink. Yeah, because I remember guys play. There was some shinny hockey, I think it's called.
Yes.
Shinny, yeah.
Shinny,
yeah.
We'll call it shinny.
Hockey.
Yeah, it's hockey.
Yeah, there were sticks involved.
Oh gosh.
But it looked like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I was there for the chickadees, not the hockey. But it's a great spot. And all around in this area, like there's so much going on.
There is tons to do. So yeah, don't sweat it like we are today.
Yes, it's a wee bit warm, but
it is.
It's been really good.
It has, yeah. Thanks for having.
No, thanks for having me. Yeah.
I need a co-pilot the odd time. Yes. That's great. Well, thanks, Rhonda.
We'll be back. Hopefully, you'll invite me back, and we'll do some more stuff.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
Call the Rogers TV viewer response line, email us, or connect with us on social media.
It's closing time, and you stayed out longer than you planned. So now you can't drive, and the buses have stopped running. You could always call your girlfriend